Hey guys, back again for day 23 in the 100-day daily diary challenge. I am just coming to you raw, unedited, and sharing wisdom that I pick up in my daily life. Sometimes it's kind of normal and boring, so to speak, and sometimes I have lots of nuggets to share. So today was pretty amazing. I would say that I wake up and I try to make every day amazing in its own way. I like I've said before, do my 5 minutes before bed and 5 minutes when I wake up of affirmations and daily projections, and just to get myself in a positive space. So that is what I did this morning, getting ready for the challenges that may arise. One being the air conditioner has been on the fritz. It's continuously filling up the pan in the attic, and then it shuts off, which it's supposed to do for safety reasons. So I've been kind of going up into the attic at least twice a day to clear all the water out so that we can actually have, a running air until the repairman comes and figures out what's going on. So that is what happened this morning after taking the kids to school. Repairman came, did some work, told me that it's possibly fixed, but it could be a bigger problem with pipes and all this other stuff. So we'll see. And I did some work online for some of the businesses I have. I also did some emailing and just like businessy types of things. I had an appointment today for a cafe consultation and training, which I literally didn't know what this was, if it was an interview or just like a meeting. And so I literally went into it not having any clue or any expectations about what might come from it. Just confidence and, I don't give a shit. Let's go. Let's see how this is gonna go. And it actually worked out really well. I got the consultant position where I will be going into a brand new cafe that's starting. I'll be doing all their barista training. I'll be helping them set up their bar, make sure it's functional. Because when you work through companies that give you a design layout, they're designing it for what you're telling them that you want. And then they just put all the equipment and design and build it out. They're not coming in telling you, as a working barista or as a working behind the bar person, these are the tools that you'll need to make things run smoothly and the best, or this is the right placement for this thing or that thing, so that your workflow is better than it would be if you didn't have them in certain spaces. So that is what I'm doing, and I will be starting that in the next week or so. So that was exciting. Then after I did that, I went to have lunch with my love and just hang out for a little bit. It's been really amazing having this new connection and relationship, and we actually got to push through another level of this later on. So after having lunch with my love and coming home and then getting the kids from the bus stop, it's been kind of storming and raining, so I've been enjoying not having them walk through the rain home. They could if they needed to, but I'd prefer to just pick them up so that they don't have to be soaking wet, and it just gives me more time with them, special time. So in the evening, we were just relaxing, watching some TV, hanging out, doing homework, all the things we do in the evening. Got some dinner. It started to storm really bad again, and we were just hanging about. But through a text conversation with my love, we were able to kind of, in a weird way, get to a point where we were both, I don't know, frustrated is the right word, because that has something to do with what I'm going to talk about. It is word association. We all, even people who speak the same language, have word associations where we all might know the word frustrated, but what does it really mean to us? Or when somebody puts a few words together to create a phrase or a sentence, that means something else to us than it means to, the person who wrote it. So when we are communicating with each other, it's super healthy for us to have already worked through our words and our associations and our triggers. And now trigger is one of those hot words that a lot of people are using, and to me, I'm a visual person, so it's like when you have a bruise or a cut or a sore and you press on that cut, bruise, or sore, it immediately triggers a pain response. Once you release the pressure, it goes away. It might linger a little bit, but it goes away. And so that to me is a very, very powerful image for triggered. When I get triggered, it's an immediate response, physically, mentally, all the things. I feel it when the words are present. I'm triggered by the words, or I'm triggered by a phrase, or I'm triggered by a song or an environment. Now, going through therapy and working through our word and word associations, we release those triggers. We release the negative, the trauma that's behind them, and we come to a different understanding of them. So I may not be triggered by somebody saying that, I'm trying to think of something I could use, but saying that they love me infinity or they love me more. I'm not. I just understand that sometimes people want to say that, like, it's a little game or it's cute. But somebody else might take that as, I have more love to give and you don't, or you're worthy of less love, or you're worthy of more love. And so you never know what the other person is going to respond when you say things, anything, any words. So in a healthy relationship, you're able to speak and communicate in a way that you're not necessarily triggered with a large pain response. But if you do get triggered, you're able to come back and say, hey, that kind of triggered me. This is what I took from what you said. And then that person is able to come in and say, hey, I didn't mean that. This is what it meant to me. But when you are triggered personally by just somebody speaking and saying words, you have to really look at yourself and see what and why. Where's the root of this? Why am I associating something that somebody says, like, I love you more, with something negative? And it's sometimes a very, very deep thing to follow to get back to the root. But once you get back to the root and you can identify the cause and then work through that cause, that might take you a long time. It might take you just a little bit of time, but you've identified it and you're working through it. And once you release it, then somebody's saying the same thing to you, I love you more. You are not triggered. You are healthy. You're able to, like, be cute and play their game or say it back to them. And it's just a different way. So my love and I have been doing this kind of communication with each other where it's very open, very, very real, very raw. And if one of us gets triggered by something, we're able to hold space for that person and work through it. And it's just like the craziest thing it is really crazy to me, because where in the past I would have been triggered by something and then I would have just overthought the fuck out of it and just taken it the wrong way and been like, they don't love me because this, and this, or making it on the other person, when in reality it was my deep issue and I was ignoring and putting the blame on somebody else. So when you're in a healthy relationship and when you're healing, you are the one working through your triggers. It's not the other person. You triggered me, it's your fault. No, dude, you got the triggers. They're deep in you. They're like little roots, just kind of like plants planted throughout your body, your spirit, your soul, with words and phrases and images and things attached to them. So when we work through our triggers, we're less triggered by other people, and we're able to go through life happy and ridiculously happy and feeling on top of the world. The same thing that somebody could have said to you that triggered you before doesn't trigger you at all. I don't know, it's just crazy and amazing, and I just really don't have any words, because this kind of relationship is completely new to me, but it feels so easy and so natural that I'm just like, I can't explain it, but it's just there, and we're just going through it, and it's just an amazing thing. So that was the amazing, crazy day, and working through some stuff. I am always here, giving you little nuggets, and if you find value in them, and if you find value in me just being present and sharing, I appreciate the likes, the comments. Tell me what's good, what's not good, what, just any comments, really. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and thank you. Thank you to the universe for prompting me to do this, because I feel just checking in verbally with what's been going on day to day is really good for me. And if it's good for somebody else, that is just even better. All right. Bye.